It has been 1 week since we started potty training Porter, and today, just now, for the first time, he said, "Mommy potty." He told me he needed to go by himself without me reminding him or him having an accident. Thank you so much, buddy. This morning has kind of been a rough morning just because I kind of had a little meltdown. Not really a meltdown, I felt heavy. Like, I know my belly isn't like huge or anything compared to maybe a lot of other pregnant women that are 23 weeks, but I just felt like tight and heavy, and every time I stood up I just felt like I needed to sit down, so it was hard to get a whole lot of stuff done this morning. And so I just went into the office. Landon's been editing our name reveal video. If you haven't seen that yet, we posted it on Friday. But he was down there working. I just like had to like sit on his lap and just like take a moment to myself, because I just like, I don't even know what it was, but these like pregnancy hormones, they're real. And I just needed to like sit back for a minute and now pick myself back up, and I'm good to go for the day. This morning I am making this zuppa Toscana soup from Olive Garden. I made it once before, kind of a while ago, and I thought Landon really enjoyed it, and then like a while later, months later, he was like, "Yeah, that wasn't my favorite," and I think it was because we had it for like 5 meals in a row, but that won't happen this time because I'm going to take some over to a friend who just had a baby recently. So we're going to try in the Instant Pot and see how that goes, because I love this soup, and I think Landon likes it. He just didn't want to eat it like for leftovers days after days. So we'll try this again, Landon. Slime.
Oh, because I was picking up. Mrs. told us to pick up the garbage, to pick up the classroom, and I helped, and I got to choose what kind of prize I wanted.
So you were a big helper.
I just like watch. It can sound like a fart.
You're making it fart.
Yeah, it can sound like a fart.
And that makes you laugh.
Yeah.
Can I make it fart?
Yeah.
Ew, that sounds like an Emma fart. Gross.
Gross.
Nasty. Slime is the weirdest thing, how it like melts into your hand but it's not messy. Gross.
I want fuck on like butter.
You want a fart gun?
Watch. Nope.
Okay, put the lid on it and do not let
Porter touch it.
That's right.
I haven't even making him touch it. Baboo.
Bada bing baboo. How is it that kids always have not matching socks on?
Shut up.
Yeah, I thought I got rid of all like their unmatching socks, and these were the only two in here, and I do not want to go downstairs to get a pair. So you get mismatched socks today.
Yay!
Yay, you're excited about that? Are you excited to go to a castle?
Elsa castle.
Elsa's castle, are you kidding me?
It's kind of fun living in a college town. So we live in an area where there's a university, and so there's lots and lots of college students. And so anytime we drive, we have, like I've told myself when we first moved here, like, well, even anywhere you live really, but you have to be very careful driving, like crossing crosswalks and stuff, because you never know when like a college student is gonna like pop out of the middle of nowhere, or like come out on a bicycle and like run down the middle of the road. There's just so many pedestrians around here, so we just have to be really careful. There's another one. Anyway, they're just everywhere, so we just have to be careful, but it is fun living in a college town because you got these young kids, these 20-year-olds. I'm still a kid, I'm in my 20s still, by 6 more months. And they just like are full of energy, and some are newly married, some aren't married, and so they're just kind of fun to watch. So if you did not catch where we are going to the Midway Ice Castles. And how long have these been around?
I don't know, like we never went to them growing up.
No, I haven't heard about these until like the last several years, but I've really wanted to go to these for a long time, and so Lan thought it would be a fun thing to do today. So we're just taking the kids up to Midway. Midway holds a special place in my heart because this is where my grandma and grandpa lived when I was younger, and so we came up to Midway all the time to see my grandma and grandpa. This is my dad's mom and dad. And so we spent lots of time up in Midway, and I have an aunt and uncle that live up in their like Heber area. So it's just a fun part of town. My job is to find a yummy snack place for when we are done, like whether it's hot cocoa or donuts or
Outdoor
ice cream.
ice skating rink. OM gosh.
Ooh, we should go ice skating. No, I probably should not with the baby in my belly. That would not be the smartest thing to do.
All right, it is a winter wonderland out here. You can kind of see it out there in the distance there. And this happens to be right next to the crater is what they call it. So this is actually a volcano that is only semi-active. So there's water inside this volcano. And this is where Julie and I got certified for scuba diving.
So would you believe us when we told you we have swam in a volcano? Yeah. I think my dad's done it too, actually.
And it's really fun. The water stays really warm because of the geothermal energy that comes up through. So it's really fun. Even in the middle of winter, that volcano stays nice and toasty warm. So you can scuba dive up to, I think, 55 feet down in there. So anyway, fun little fact. But we're here to see the ice and not the volcano today. All right, so this is actually the second ice castle I've ever been in. Yeah. The first one I went to was a couple years ago in Finland. They have an ice castle that's in a city called Kemi. And so that was my first one that I went to, and it was super fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one too.
You're trying to tell the snow that snow.
Stop it, Snow.
Stop it, Snow is getting on his face. But first, the most important stop is the Johns.
All right, while the girls go potty, can you try to catch a snowflake on your tongue?
I got one.
You got one? Good job. Got one. Good job.
This is so pretty.
Orange.
Okay, we're gonna go down a slide. Oh, my bum's gonna be all wet.
Come on, get in there, pregnant mama.
I can't bend down that far.
I'll go in.
You do
I'm
it.
not scared of ice caving. Whoa! Look how pretty this is. Okay.
Let's get out, right? And go inside.
All right, Cooper. Pull up the front, put your feet in.
And we'll wait for him.
Oh, she's gone. Woohoo! Good job, buddy. Whoa, Cooper! Good job.
That's scary. You did it.
I'm coming down. Woo! Yeah. Is it stuck? It's a pretty strong castle. Are you eating the ice castle? Oh dear, be careful.
Now we can go that way. It's another way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got to Fizz. We wanted a donut shop, but we couldn't find one. So we're here at Fizz. Donut shop! But they have hot cocoa, and so we are so excited. Look at all these flavors of hot cocoa. Nothing like a good hot cocoa after being outside in the snow with a yummy, warm cookie. That cookie is like as big as your face. That's a big cookie. Well, it is late and the kids are finally in bed. And every night as I put the kids to bed and I finally sit down on the couch with peace and quiet, I always think to myself, did I do a good job today? Did I do a good job of parenting? Did I do the right discipline or consequences? Were my kids good? And I just kind of always think, did I do a good enough job? And I think moms are hard on themselves. And kids are not easy to raise. And I don't know why this has been on my mind a lot lately, but like, am I doing a good enough job raising my kids? Basically, it's no easy task to raise kids to be good citizens and good people. And that's our whole goal, is to like teach our kids like to be good people and to be respectful. And yeah, kids are gonna be kids and they are gonna run around, but we try not to, and we don't want to embarrass our kids on the camera, and we don't want to discipline them in front of all of you. And so we do teach them what we need to teach them, and we do remind them a lot, like behave yourselves, settle down, be good, but
Eat your vegetables.
we're doing our best, and I know a lot of you other moms are doing your best, and it's not easy raising little kids,
And
but
dads.
it's fun. Yes, and dads, of course, the dads have a huge role in this too. You've been a huge help, and so I don't know, raising kids is hard. It's not easy, but I love my little kids and I just want them to grow up to be good people, and we are doing our best.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching. It was fun to take the kids to the ice castle. I think that is what they needed and they enjoyed it. Just the breath of fresh air, even with snow on our faces.
Oh, yeah.
They had fun.
It was a winter wonderland. Yeah, it was good for them to get their wiggles out and have a little adventure. Thank you guys so much.
We'll
Thumbs
see you
up,
tomorrow.
subscribe, see you tomorrow.